You've done a couple of projects over the last years. What is your favorite project so far that you have done and why?
That question I don't know how to answer because I've done so many movies in my life. I've done like 50 movies since I started working when I was 9, and I don't think there is anything right or wrong that I've done because everything was right when I was doing it at the time, and there's nothing that I favor over anything else, because life is a beautiful book and then you just turn the page when the movie's over, and it's a chapter of your life that it's over.
You did the Dracula 3D recently, shot it with your father. Have you any infos on that? And I think it's been some time since you wrote with your father, right? Before that project.
Yeah, it had been some time. And I think, since Mother of Tears. And the movie is very classic, but with an Argento's touch. And lots of insects, lots of animals, and it's going to be really great. The 3D came out really good. Now it's doing the special effects in America, and I think it's going to be ready for February, March.
Besides the Dracula movie, what projects are you working on at the moment? What's coming up?
Well, this year I've done 6 movies, all in Italy and one in France. So I don't know if you're gonna see them here because Italian movies are so like Italian. I don't know if many of them come out even here. And I'm writing my new movie as a director, which is gonna be kind of like the first movie I've done, Scarlet Diva, but 10 years later. And I feel very passionate about it. It's going to be even more extreme than the first one. And then I just finished a French movie with Charlotte Gainsbourg. And right now I'm just taking a little break because I think 6 movies is a bit too much already.
No questions in the audience. What is the funniest thing that ever happened to you on a set?
I farted. I once, it's true. Now I can say it because it's many years, but I remember I was in a set of a movie called P-Monkey, and I was with Rupert Everett, and then I had to take a gun from under the pillow, and the moment I was with my tits out, I was naked, and then I had to take the gun very fast under the pillow, and then I farted, and it was very loud, and everybody pretended like they didn't hear it, and I wanted to die actually. Now it's funny, we're laughing, you see, but when it happened, I wanted to die. That was funny.
Hi, I'm at the back.
Hey.
Going to go on about Land of the Dead again. Got it on the t-shirt, can't help it, sorry. Your character in Land of the Dead, obviously George wrote it as a strong character, but did you have any freedom to put your own touch to that character?
Yes, there always, with great directors, there's always the freedom to bring your own stuff and to offer your imagination and to bring little touches. So with George, obviously there was a lot of room to bring little things. Now I can't remember after so many years what I brought to the character. remember for the scene in the cage with the zombies, like I kind of choreographed it. I studied a lot for that, where I kind of choreographed it by myself with the two guys playing the zombies, you remember that scene. And I don't remember after so many years actually what I brought myself to the role, but I always tend to improvise quite a bit on the set.
Hello. What are your favorite movies? Means if you had the chance just to save 3 movies, which would you save?
That's very hard. It's almost impossible. I'd say maybe, but I'll just say the first ones that come to my mind. I'll say New Rose Hotel by Abel Ferrara, The Stendhal Syndrome by my father, and Une vieille maîtresse de Catherine Breillat.
You mentioned Italian cinema earlier, and obviously Italian cinema has a huge legacy. Rossellini, Pasolini, and Fellini. How do you compare cinema today in Italy compared to the early days?
There are no more Inis.
Yeah.
There are no more Inis. That's the problem. All the Inis are dead. So now we're in deep shit. So until there will be some more Inis to come, we're waiting in the dark ages of the Berlusconi. Now we have the Onis. Before we had the Inis. Now we have the Oni, the big bad Oni.
When you started acting as a kid, how did you prepare for a role? Did somebody tell you how exactly you have to act, or do you watch something from another kid actor? How did you start? How did you prepare?
When I was a kid, I would not read the script, and I would read the scene just before I did it. That was my technique to remain always fresh, because kids otherwise tend to be like trained chimpanzees. You know, if they read the scene too much, and that's what I worked also with when I worked with the kids in the movie I directed. I would do the same trick. I would only give them the scenes before we shot the scene, because I think kids are so natural. So in order to preserve their spark, it's important that they don't know the scene too well and that they learn it at the last minute, so that they're very natural and instinctive.
Questions? Here, over there. He has asked. Okay, we'll go there.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you a very passionate Italian woman? So tell us please, what do you think about the situation in Italy now? You know, the economic problems on the one side and Berlusconi on the other side.
What's on the one side is Berlusconi, what's on the other side?
The economical financial situation of Italy.
Yeah. Well, that's not on the other side. I mean, Berlusconi is on the same side of the economical problem. And I don't know what to tell you. I mean, since the 80s, it's been going down and down and down. And Berlusconi arrived in the 80s, and this huge luggage filled with money from the sky, it fell on his table, and he became slowly the owner of Italy, and then people are so damaged mentally that he put posters saying that he would give 1 million jobs to Italians, and people voted him, and now it's been almost 20 years that it's been in power. But the problem is that the Italians vote him, because the Italians, they want a figure of a kind of a Mussolini, somebody like that, like a strong figure to follow. And now we're, as a country, you saw the Merkel and Sarkozy, people laughing at us. And it's a shame, because we're in deep shit. And now after Greece and Portugal, it's our heads is going to be cut off from the EU. And it's a very dramatic situation right now in Italy. So the first thing that's been cut out is the culture. So very few movies are made each year in Italy. It's a very dramatic situation. So the economic, it's a huge crisis. People don't have the money to finish every month, to pay the rents, to pay the food, and I don't even know where to begin to tell you what a difficult situation it is for our country right now. It's sad, it's not something that we want to talk about right now, but you asked the question, so.
Okay, we have room for one more quick question, because Ray's already waiting. Okay, here we go.
Also working with Abel Ferrara and Christopher Walken on New Rose Hotel.
It was for me a great opportunity. I learned so much from this movie. I was only 22 years old, and I was working with one of my heroes, Abel Ferrara, and great actors like Willem Dafoe and Christopher Walken. And all the movie was improvised, and I learned from the first time that I didn't have to follow the camera, that the camera was following me, so I could go wherever I wanted and say whatever I wanted. I knew the character so well, and after that I wanted to become a director. I have great memories from this movie. It made me the kind of actress I am today. After that, I was so much more strong within my skin, also as a person. So I owe a lot to Abel Ferrara, even though he's such a crazy motherfucker. Yeah. Thank you.
So, Asia.
But I have to say, today, sitting next to Ray Wise made my day. I mean, everything's been great here, but sitting next to this great man made my day. Thank you.
So, Asia, thank you very much. That was tough. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Asia Argento.